The text, Direct Social Work Practice, Theory, and Skills, mentions some interaction patterns that may produce negative effects in our clients. In our work as social workers, we come across two main types of clients, voluntary and involuntary. Sometimes both of them will present with similar problems that may require similar interventions. However, practitioners need to be aware that our interactions may not come off in the same way to each type of client. Voluntary clients tend to feel more power in the situation, as they choose to get your services willingly. As the text suggests, they may feel more entitled to a specific level of care. For example, let's say I have a voluntary client who is seeing me for help through a difficult juncture in her life. She is describing an ethical dilemma that she has been faced with. If I jump in and tell her what I think is right or how her opinion is wrong, I may alienate my client. She may feel threatened or even judged by me and me imposing my beliefs and morals on her. As a voluntary client, she will probably tell me that she did not like how I treated her, or may even decide to see a different practitioner who will make her feel more comfortable. Involuntary clients, on the other hand, do not have this luxury to decide who they work with, let alone give feedback on the kind of treatment that they are receiving. Oftentimes, involuntary clients seem to have less or no rights in a session. An involuntary client has been mandated to receive these specific services, often even told where they have to receive those from, if it's a specific agency or clinic. Then, topics discussed in session may even be dictated by the items that the court decided the client needs to work on. This makes an interesting power dynamic in interventions with involuntary clients. The client may feel powerless or at the mercy of the practitioner. This may impede the practitioner's ability to make the necessary progress with the client. Along the same note, the client may feel as if their personal freedoms or their individuality have been threatened. A client may feel as if they no longer have a role in determining the issues that they want to discuss. They might either push back on the practitioner to demonstrate their displeasure, or more likely, the client might withdraw and become distant in the helping relationship. The involuntary client may never display displeasure with the practitioner for fear of the consequences of disobedience. They may fear that any dissent or dissatisfaction may be relayed to the court as resistance or defiance, which will cause the court to question whether or not they really are doing the services or not. This fear may make the clients timid and reluctant to speak up when issues arise in their services, even if they believe that they are receiving substandard care. They question whether a judge will believe the practitioner over them, which unfortunately is often the case, since the practitioner is seen as more reliable. In addition, clients may lose their voice in the helping relationship. For example, a client is involved with child welfare services because of physical and emotional abuse they committed towards his child. In the court-mandated therapy sessions, the client may be examining their parenting abilities and discussing alternatives to physical and verbal punishment. However, the clinician may instruct the client with their own advice on which way is best to parent and may even judge the client for the choices he has made in the past. An involuntary client in this situation will not be able to disagree with the clinician for fear of being attacked or judged. Again, the client feels powerless and like their rights have been revoked, since these sessions have been forced upon them, and they may feel as if they have absolutely no say in the matter. Thus, involuntary and voluntary clients, although they legally have the same rights, do not see the same rights in their interactions with social work practitioners. Voluntary clients seem to have more rights, less restrictions, and more say in how the helping process is taking place. Involuntary clients realistically have less rights, as they have more restrictions placed upon them and are evaluated with more scrutiny, since their progress is being monitored by someone outside the helping relationship. These clients need to be empowered and educated on the rights that they do still possess, even if it seems like they have no choice.